Have you heard the latest? Okay, that's what I'm here for. Let me see. Oh, wait, do I have my computer on? Oh, gotta turn it on. So, have you guys heard the latest about R. Kelly? Just got 30 years. 30 years on the feds. Okay, now I don't know. They say on the Fed, if you do federal time, you'd have to do most of that. Okay, so I don't know how much of that he has to do. Does anybody know? Uh, Put it out here in the comment section. What's he gonna have to do? 40 years? Hey, Kiki. He's gonna have to do uh, at least 20 of those 30. What? And then he's facing federal charges in Chicago, and he's facing federal charges in Minnesota. Okay. And you know them feds don't like to play with their time, so they just might pass him around. No pun intended. But they just might pass him around. Let's see what they say. Now, unbeknownst to me, is that he was facing 10 to life. Now that's the same amount of time that Tim Norman is facing. He's facing 10 to life. He has to do at least 10. The most they can give him is life, okay? The least, 10 years. They gave R. Kelly 30 years. And that's on the feds, y'all. I wonder how much time he's got to do on that. And if they're gonna do that time, if he gets found guilty in Chicago and Minnesota, do they run that concurrent, or are they gonna run that? I forgot the name. Just that quick. I forgot what they call it. But anyway, it's non-concurrent. How about that? Mm-hmm. Say, oh yeah. What they want my sign in? Okay, well, what were they killing me with this sign in? Yes, isn't that crazy? And you guys, 10 people, can I get some more thumbs up in here? Yes. Okay, I'm not asking for cash apps. Okay, I'm just asking for a free thumbs up. Thank you very much. Okay, at least that knows you hear me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I don't think, see, Tim, he's not, I don't know if he's facing federal, because see, they getting him with that phone. I think that phone committing a crime through communications. I think that's the feds. Hey Grace, how you doing? I just heard today that R. Kelly has got sentenced to 30 years. Okay, and oh, okay. I changed it. Did I change it? Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Yeah. They saying that's wrong. Oh, I hate when I get nervous. Okay. But yep, that was it. The one I thought I changed it from. That's it. Okay. So anyway, I'm trying to. Hey, bitty bit. Hey. She making a noise. She wants me to notice her. Let me know that she's out of the room because she be in the room all day under the bed, and then she comes out around this time. My cat, one of my cats. So she's letting me know she's out the room. Okay. And whatever it is that I had intended to give her, I can give it to her now. You know, I guess. Yes. Well, what you missed? Oh, you missed a whole lot, girl. Okay, you missed a whole lot. Where you been? Okay, so let's do R. Kelly and see what's going on with this time. Ooh. Oh, look at this picture. It's bad. They drew a picture of him. See? And what they're getting him with in the other states is when he crossed the state lines, then he committed a crime in that state. Okay? So when he brought them minors, okay, those underage kids over the state line, that's another charge. Okay? If you use the phone system or the mail system, okay, to commit a crime, that's another charge, including the crime you committed. Ah! So they got him for sex trafficking. 9 counts of sex trafficking. Uh, ew. So this just happened today, people. This just happened today. So this is still burning hot. Wow. Now, unbeknownst to us, okay, there were a lot of people who participated and testified for R. Kelly, okay, in his defense. But, okay, there was just as much and more that testified for the prosecution, okay? Mm-hmm. So, racketeering and sex trafficking. Okay? Not good. So, excuse me. Now he's 55 years old, so 30 years he'll be 85. Okay, and if he gets a third, he has to serve 2/3 of that time. That means he has to serve 20 because it's federal time, and he'll be 75. That's 75 if he gets out in 20 years. Okay. Consecutively. That's what it's called. If you don't get it concurrent, you get it consecutively. That means one after the other. Okay? Concurrent means at the same time. So I don't know if they do that with the feds. Anybody know anything about that? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Wow. They said he showed no emotion, and they told him that you left a string of broken lives in your path. Okay, and that's true. There will be people who will never be the same because of the treatment that they experienced under R. Kelly. See, you can't say, "Oh, I didn't mean it." "Oh, you were grown," or whatever. Everybody's mindset is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Okay, because you have somebody, y'all could be the same age, and you could like, he ain't gonna do nothing. I'm out of here. I'm not gonna take this, right? And then you got the other person, okay, who's thinking, "Oh my God, he's gonna kill my family, or he can harm my family. My life is ruined." You know what I'm saying? I had no choice but to submit. It's the person's mindset. Ooh, they said that his crimes, his R. Kelly's crimes, actual comparable to a life sentence. Okay, so that's probably what he should have got. Okay, and the reason why he didn't get it is because they did take into consideration his own childhood and the abuse that he suffered, which is not an excuse, but okay, it probably has a lot to do with how he treated people, you know, how he behaved in his own life. And people don't think it's gonna do nothing. No, you're gonna grow up and get over it. It's not that simple. It's not that. And you may think you're gonna grow up and get over it, and just to come to find out, it's not that simple. It's just not that simple. And if you think it is, life is gonna make it a point that you know it's not. For whatever reason. And here's two. A lot of this had to do on the fact that these women were black, okay, and the way the system treats black women who are abused and stuff like that. They're looked over, they're denied, okay, whatever. And so, this is a triumph for them, okay, as well. And see, he married Aaliyah. He did all that with Aaliyah because he thought she was pregnant. Okay, and she was only 15 years old. So he had to hurry up and marry her, or he would just automatically be convicted. They're automatically going to press charges. Whether the family press charges or not, the state probably would press charges because he was, how old was he? 25? 25? I think he was, what, 25? And she was only 15 years old. Oh, she was jailbait caboodles. So, okay, so now before they sentenced him, okay, they did have the victim impact statements before they sentenced him. People who wanted to speak to R. Kelly, okay, had something to say to him. The victims, okay, yeah, they could speak. So he was talking about when he was young, okay, the closest person he was to his mom, and how they would go to McDonald's, okay, and have a pastry. He really cherished those moments, okay. You know, you get people like this, and they can be all discombobulated, okay. They really can. They mix incidents in their lives that they love and hate, and they're all balled up, okay. Now, I'm watching some of these people when I think about this case right here in particular, and when I'm on that Beagle platform, okay, and I watch because there's a lot of highly sexual individuals, let's say that, okay, and a lot of them are in that stage, that what I would call puberty. Even though they're grown, they're still young adults, okay. I'm talking about like anywhere from 18 to 22, 18 to 22, okay. And so that's where their hormones and everything is all over the place, you know what I'm saying. So the sexual drive is in high gear, okay. But I also see a lot of abuse, okay. They mention it, okay. They mention it passively, okay, just in the sake of a conversation, or oh yeah, I remember something like that happening to me, okay. And I could see where they are inflicting the same abuse onto others, but they probably not aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going through this hormonal stage that they're going through, that everybody goes through. Nobody gets out of that, okay, if you're human. And so it's entwined in that. Now when they start getting more mature, okay, is when you can see the predatory of certain individuals, their preference. They start getting a preference, okay. They start getting an MO, okay. They start basically getting the MO, okay. So I see a lot of predators, and they probably don't even realize they're predators, okay, because they're in a pit, what I would call a pit, okay, with a bunch of predators. So they all preying on each other, okay. It's not until they're taken out of that environment where they begin to prey on others. Y'all, you follow me here? This is my personal opinion. I'm no doctor, okay, but I ain't stupid either. Hmm. Okay. Yes. I mean, anybody with eyes can see it. So, and they're very manipulative, narcissistic, sociopathic. Oh, you name it, okay? They even got serial killers in there. They got probably potential serial killers. They don't know yet. Or maybe we don't know yet. Mm-hmm. But I ain't one to talk. No, not me. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Okay. So what y'all got going on today, huh? Who was 27? See, I be missing these. Good riddance to R. Kelly. Yeah, that is good riddance. That's pretty much. I'm waiting for good riddance for Tim, too. Yeah. So, and then they got that girl. They got one of his victims, one of his so-called victims. You know them two girls that was in the media when this was first starting to go on, and they was living in his house and stuff. What was her name? Uh, Jocelyn. Okay, she was considered a victim, okay, who remains a supporter. Okay. Oh, when he was messing with Aaliyah, okay. Now she's engaged. Okay, now one of his victims is engaged. I mean, this is typical stuff. Let me tell you something. Let me see. This is typical. This stuff that that if you haven't seen it before, okay, then and now you're seeing it. This is typical behavior. Okay, it's sad, but it is typical for the victim to marry, okay, or be in cahoots with the perpetrator. Okay, and that's just like I just lost my thought. Okay, with this Savage girl. Okay, she doesn't feel that she's a victim, probably because when he met her she was 19 years old. Okay, so I'm grown, I do what I want. Okay, so she may be thinking in that line of thinking. Okay, so she doesn't consider herself a victim. However, it's denial. It really is. It's denial, because you don't have to be underage to be a victim. He was victiming underage girls, but he still was victimizing them even when they became of age. Okay, if they stuck around, he was going to use them. Okay, so you have women who will either be in cahoots. Well, either, okay, that will be in cahoots. Okay, that's what I was going to say. That's just like these prostitutes who marry their pimps. Okay, he's an abuser. He's an abuser, manipulator. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And, okay, he could be a child predator. Could be a child predator and pull a R. Kelly, married her because she was underage. So if they married, okay, she can't press charges against him. See where I'm going? Okay. She probably was pregnant. Now, Aaliyah, I don't think if Aaliyah was pregnant or she had aborted, okay, but she didn't go through with the pregnancy if she was pregnant. But he thought she was. She probably thought she was. We know how that goes. Okay. So she says she's engaged to R. Kelly. Of course she's going to be engaged to R. Kelly. If he could continue to manipulate while he's still in that prison, oh, he's going to manipulate, because now he needs her more than ever. Okay. He going to need somebody on the outside. So no. They're going to be watching her. What you doing, little bitty? You in my chair? Yeah, she was in my chair. Y'all didn't tell me. What you? Oh, she wants something. I know what she wants. She wants her wet food. Wet food. See, she gonna do that until I give it to her. Once I give it to them, they shut up. That's how I know that's what they want. And when I follow them and they walk into the room and they stop by the food, okay? Now she has food out, but they'll stop by the food and let me know that she wants her wet food. See? Yeah. Is it baby? Oh, my baby. You know they got wet food. You saw the evidence. She saw the evidence. The bowls. Did I leave some bowls still on the floor? I know they got something. Kitties are too cute. I got the dog now. We got the 2 cats and the dog. And we got Gina. And so now what they're doing is, because at first when Gina came around and they wouldn't eat, right? They'll eat when she's away, okay? Or at night when everybody's asleep, they'll come out and they'll eat. If I put the food out, they'll sit there and let Gina eat all the food and just watch her. Okay, so now they're eating, and this is the wet food I'm talking about, not the dry food. So now that they are eating together, okay, but the only thing about it is Tasha tends to be asleep all day. She likes to hide under that bed. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? She tends to be under that bed, okay, and want to kick it under that bed. And I don't have the energy to be sitting up here trying to crawl and drag her out just for her not to eat the food. Cause you know cats, they something else. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, here's another thing too is what do y'all see? Where do people get off leaving these kids in the car? Okay, they got another toddler that died because the toddler was left in the car, and then the whole thing about it is the mamas can't even lie. They got one lady that left her kid in the car in the hot car while she was in the store shopping. What do y'all? What? Oh, I'm doing fine, hanging in there. That's all I can do. Hang in there. Mm-hmm. Keisha, what are you doing? Oh, there she go. I know, Pookie. What you want? She want her food. Honey, she ain't playing. Okay. But I just come on here, okay, for a quickie about the R. Kelly situation and letting y'all know, if you don't know already, that he has been sentenced to 30 years. He is looking at more time in Chicago and in Minnesota, crossing those lines, okay. Uh, Anytime you take a minor that doesn't belong to you and you cross state lines, you committed a crime, okay? Yeah, that's what we were talking about. He got 30 years, and he got 30 years feds. Okay, let's see if we can look up how much time. Okay, how much federal time is served for a 30. Oops. For a 30-year sentence. 85%, okay? Now, they do give time off for good behavior, okay, is what they're saying. They do give time off for good behavior. You're going to serve, okay, 85%, which is, oh, here we go. Okay, so we are talking about, oh, so we're talking about state to state. He's talking about Chicago. In Chicago, you do 85% of the time, okay? Now, some states, okay, you can do less if you're in the feds. I'm trying to find the answer to the 30 years. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to pull out my calculators. So he's gonna do about 25 years. So he's got to do about 25 years, okay? So 20 to 25 years of that sentence, we're going to say 20 to 25, okay? Because he can get time off for good behavior, okay? The only thing is the nature of his crimes, and those are sex crimes, okay? And usually sex crime, well, depending on what state, depends on the state, that they really look down on sex crimes, okay? They're not so apt to jump up anymore and give you less time for sex crimes because it is a scientific fact that sex offenders are more likely to reoffend, okay? So because that it is a sex crime, his chances may not be so good that he will get out, okay, in 20 to 25 years, okay? So he's looking at about 25, okay? Now, Mr. Timothy Norman, now, isn't he on state? He's doing state. Now, I don't know if he's going to do federal, any federal charges in regards to that phone, okay, using the phone to communicate, to commit a crime, crossing state lines, now that's federal, okay, to commit a crime. So it all depends, okay? But those are to be taken into consideration. But two is, let's see what they're going to do on this next set, okay? The next set, okay, this next round, okay, which is be Chicago or Minnesota. I don't know which is going to come first, but I'm thinking Chicago because I believe this is New York. Yeah, this is New York. This is New York, people. So he's got Chicago, he's got Illinois and Minnesota. Okay. So with that said, give this video a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions you have below in this comment section on here. Don't forget to subscribe. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.